and welcome back to my channel. So today I've been reading, or starting to read, the Primarch series book on Vulkan, and the first musings of Vulkan about war and victory really got me thinking. I'll just put them up here. So here it's shown to me, at least, that Vulcan doesn't see victory as the time when it's best for you as an army to win the war. He's more, he is, in his nature, a more humanitarian, more. It focuses more on what damage is done to the populace of the world than how many men he loses in a battle. So he would rather get all the refugees evacuated from a potential war zone than lose his men, no, than keep his men alive, having found the perfect time to strike, which puts him at a stark contrast to other great primates like Horus, Lorgar. Okay, yeah, those two are traitors. Korax, Gilliman. I mean, Gilliman, yeah, he's a statesman by and large, but his priorities are more about keeping his warriors alive than keeping their civilians alive. And it's just it's one of those things. I just started to read it over my break time at work, and I was just like, this actually puts a unique perspective on war in many respects, because people go to war and they don't realise that there are consequences to going to war. It sounds daft now, now verbalised it, but there are consequences to going to war. Just people die. But it's not just about how many of your men or how many of their men that die. It's also about those who are not directly involved, like the civilians, the innocents, because some wars are not fought with trench lines anymore. They try and merge in with the population and then stand out, and any civilians caught in a crossfire get caught in a crossfire in their eyes. But with the salamanders, they want to minimise any potential damage done to the civilians, and they would rather the Legion take it on instead, because, well, the Legion in some respects are replaceable. You can't necessarily replace it completely, but a chapter of Space Marines from a Legion could be recruited again, and it would be a better it would be better. It would be more of a the Legion then would have a reputation of protecting the civilians, whereas others like Korax, and yet Korax does care about the civilians, and he does try to minimise it as much as possible. But at the same time, when you employ a Titan with reflex shields to try and scare the leaders into submission, you can't always. You can plan the most efficient route to put to deploy that Titan in Korax's eyes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that all the civilians aren't going to get out of the way of the Titan's footsteps. So 6 and 2 3s, you will lose some innocents in war. That's guaranteed. That's virtually guaranteed these days. But with Vulkan trying to lead his legion, and these musings that his children, I'm guessing, taught or he's printed out and distributed amongst the entire legion, actually helps in a 40k setting. Or when I last played 40k back in 6th and 7th edition, it helped to add to the salamanders rather than just being the green ultramarine chapter. It was actually, these guys are going to stand here on Armageddon and fight the Marines Malevolent, because the Marines Malevolent wanted to shell that encampment which held refugees because there were orcs nearby. And when I say nearby, I mean they probably had a couple of attacks from the orcs in that refugee camp. Salamanders were like, nope, you are not going to shell it, we are going to defend it. But everyone else was like, shelling it's just the easier option. But this helps to cement the salamanders as an actual humanitarian force. So yeah, it's just my thoughts. And I say, once you've seen the pages, then I'm sure you'll start to see where my thoughts are coming from in this respect. So thanks for watching. Like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.